Welcome to another lesson in grade 9, angles of triangles, and today we're looking specifically at congruence criteria. So what is congruence criteria and why is it important? Simply, if you do not have congruence criteria, then we are unable to say whether the polygon or the triangles are congruent to each other. The most important is that if two figures are congruent, they are only congruent if there is a rigid motion or series of rigid motion that maps one figure exactly onto the other. We have to remember that congruent figures have exactly the same shape and size. So congruence means it fits exactly onto the other. In congruent polygons, all the parts of one polygon are congruent to the corresponding parts or matching parts of the other polygon. So we're going to quickly look at an example, example 1. And here we need to remember that we can match by angles or we can match by sides. Remember, angles are always on the inside and sides are on the outside. So if we are looking at angle A is congruent to angle W. So go to angle A and go to angle W, and you would see they have the same matching information. Thereafter, go to angle B. They say angle B is congruent to angle X. So when you are looking at a diagram, look for the matching signs and the matching sides. In this example, with regard to the sides, they say BC. Okay, let's take another one. CD. So we're talking about CD. And you would notice that it has 4 markings on the side. So look for the side that has 4 markings as well. And you would find that is YZ. So this means CD is congruent to YZ. Using this information, you should be able to now identify all the congruent corresponding parts in either the triangle or the polygon and then write down the congruent statement. So I'm going to quickly look at example 3 and see how do we go about doing that. If you look at X, you can see very quickly it will match with angle A. And then if you go to angle Y, which is 60 degrees, find the side that matches with angle Y, and it is angle B. And your third one is angle Z, which is equal to angle C. So here you have all your 3 matching sides, and then you need to write your congruent statement. Remember, if you start with X in the first one, you have to start with A in the second one. If you go to Z in the first one, then you would go to C in the second one, and then you go to Y. And in the second diagram, Y is corresponding to B. So you have to name it exactly, and we know that the sign for this is the 2 equal signs at the bottom with the little wave at the top. So this is very important when you are writing your congruent statement. So now we shall quickly look at example 2. All you have to do is look at which angle is congruent to which angle. Identify the angles congruent to each other. And you can quickly see that angle A is equal to angle F. Angle C is equal or congruent to angle E. And angle B is congruent to angle D. So if we need to find the value of Y, we can quickly find angle Y is equal to 48 degrees. Angle Y is equal to 48 degrees. So now we need to quickly find the value of angle X. So when we look at working out angle X, we know that when you subtract 108 and 48 from 180 degrees, angle A will be 24 degrees. So angle A is 24 degrees. So 24 degrees is equal to 2x minus y. So we can quickly work that out. So 2x minus y is equal to, let me change the color, is equal to 24. So 2x, we also know the value of y. The value of y is 48. Minus 48 is equal to 24. Therefore, 2x is equal to 24 plus 48, which will give us 72. So 24 plus 48, which gives us 72. 2x is therefore equal to 72. X is divided by 2 on both sides. Cancel, cancel. X is now equal to 36 degrees. And when you do the check, you would find that when you calculate, substitute 36 in here, it will be 36 times 2 is 72 minus 48, and you will come back to the value of 24. So the value of X is 36 degrees. I hope you understand this section a little better, and we hope that you always continue to grow in your learning by practicing as much as possible. Never give up trying. Until our next lesson.